Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
The love letters of Abraham Lincoln captivated America. They were a hoax. Her name was Ann Rutledge, and she was said to have been the mistress of Abraham Lincoln. Nobody knew much more until almost a century later, in 1928, a prominent national magazine announced an amazing find. Love letters between this 20-year-old American Romeo and Juliet, both of which had tragic endings. It was all a hoax, the product of a California newspaper columnist who duped editors and Lincoln biographers by producing one of history's most elaborate literary cons. The fabulous Wilma Frances Minor, a former variety show actress, in turn, blamed the whole mess on garrulous spirits from the great Afterlife. The editors of The Atlantic Monthly first learned of a cache of Lincoln love letters in the summer of 1928. When they received a note from Minor, the local notable profiled for the women's division of the San Diego Union. What The Atlantic Monthly is concerned, it ran a single article debunking the letters, and went on to more famous scams. For one, their suspicious spelling and crazy diction make them an inferior fake, she wrote, adding, "You reads like a fake note written by a 6-year-old pretending to be his mother." Lincoln, who was working various jobs and winning a state legislature around this time, seemed far from a big catch to have been. According to historian Harold Holzer, who has written many books about him, he was pockmarked, awkward, and homely. "I think Lincoln was kind of shy round girls, or at least insecure," he said. For her part, Rutledge was pretty and quickly worried, hard-working, and an excellent housekeeper, wrote William Herndon, a former Lincoln legal partner who interviewed New Salem residents after his friend was murdered. But Herndon loathed her. The feeling was mutual, preferring to make Rutledge the love of Lincoln's life. He wanted to believe that Lincoln spent his entire life pining for that poor dead girl in New Salem, said historian Stacy Lynn, author of a biography of Mary Todd Lincoln. Biographers ran around with this story, and it became part of the mainstream Lincoln narrative. Historians continue to argue about whether Ann and Abe were a couple. Lynn, who is writing a book about Lincoln's relationships with women, is skeptical. Lincoln may actually have been devastated by her death, she said. There are reports that he fell into a deep depression, and historians continue to try to understand what that says about him.